Have you ever wondered what it takes to reach the top of your game in any field? It's easy to think that motivation is the driving force behind the success of top performers, but the truth is, motivation is just a small piece of the puzzle. The real secret lies in something much deeper and more enduring. To illustrate this, let's delve into the world of professional bodybuilding, a field that demands extraordinary discipline and commitment. Becoming a world-class bodybuilder isn't for the faint-hearted. It's a lifestyle that demands not just dedication, but an almost superhuman level of discipline and resilience. Picture this, training twice a day, 6 days a week, relentlessly pushing your body to its limits. Each session is a grueling test of strength and endurance, designed to sculpt every muscle to perfection. But the journey doesn't stop at the gym. A bodybuilder's diet is a masterclass in precision and planning. Eating 8 meals a day isn't about indulging in a variety of delicious foods. It's about consuming a meticulously calculated intake of calories and nutrients that fuel the body's transformation. Every meal is pre-planned and pre-cooked, stripped down to the essentials needed for growth and recovery. There's no room for culinary pleasure. Meals are eaten not for taste, but for their functional benefits. So, what propels someone to adhere to such a demanding regime? It's not just motivation. Motivation can spark action, but it's unreliable and often fades when faced with monotony or hardship. What sustains these top performers through the long, arduous journey is something far more powerful: discipline and consistency. Discipline is the force that keeps you moving forward even when you don't feel like it. It's what drives a bodybuilder to wake up at the crack of dawn for their first workout, even on days when the bed feels like a much better option. It's the commitment to a meal plan that prioritizes function over flavor day after day, without deviation. Consistency, on the other hand, is the unsung hero of success. It's not about the grand gestures or one-time efforts. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the work, and sticking to the plan. In the world of bodybuilding, this means enduring the relentless grind of training and adhering to a strict diet, not just for weeks or months, but for years on end. Every small, repetitive action builds up over time, creating a cumulative effect that leads to greatness. It's like drops of water wearing away a stone, not because of the strength of each drop, but because of the sheer persistence and regularity with which they fall. Embarking on a journey toward significant personal transformation or excellence in any field is no small feat. To reach a competitive level, whether it's in sports, business, or personal development, you need more than just a spark of motivation or a few good intentions. It requires years of unwavering dedication and consistent effort. Take, for example, the path to becoming a competitive bodybuilder. Even with exceptional genetics, you can't expect to sculpt a world-class physique overnight. It's a journey that demands at least a decade of rigorous training, strict dietary discipline, and a relentless commitment to improvement. Why am I sharing this? Because as we enter a new year, many of us make ambitious resolutions, earning more money, improving our relationships, or getting in shape. We set off with high energy, rushing to gyms, purchasing new workout gear, subscribing to fitness channels on YouTube, and following the lives of Instagram fitness influencers who seemingly have it all figured out. Initially, we're brimming with enthusiasm and dedication. But there's a crucial detail we often overlook. The people we admire, the ones whose success we aspire to emulate, have been on their journey for years, if not decades. Their impressive physiques, their financial success, or their seemingly perfect lives are the result of sustained effort over a long period. They've spent at least 5 to 10 years, sometimes even longer, honing their craft, refining their bodies, or building their empires. The problem is that we live in a world that glorifies instant results. We see before and after transformations in a 30-second social media clip and assume that our goals can be achieved with similar speed. But this perception is far from reality. True success in any endeavor is a marathon, not a sprint. After the initial burst of enthusiasm, reality inevitably sets in. You start off strong, hitting the gym regularly and sticking to your new routines. But then, life begins to throw its curveballs. Your company misses its quarterly targets, unexpected personal challenges arise, and the responsibilities of daily life begin to weigh on you. One day, you find yourself skipping the gym, just this once. "I'll make it up tomorrow," you tell yourself. But that day off turns into 2 days, then a week, Before you know it, months have passed since you last set foot in the gym. The same pattern can be observed in other areas of life. You might start a new project with great zeal, but as soon as the initial excitement fades, so does your commitment. This cycle of excitement and eventual burnout is all too familiar. We are seduced by the allure of quick fixes and overnight success stories. We buy into the idea that if we just find the right hack or trick, we can bypass the hard work and jump straight to the rewards. This mindset is particularly prevalent at the start of a new year, a time when we're inundated with messages about setting goals and making changes. We dive headfirst into our new routines, driven by the momentum of New Year's resolutions. Gyms are packed in January, subscriptions to self-improvement channels skyrocket, and there's a flurry of activity as everyone tries to kickstart their journey to a better version of themselves. But this enthusiasm often masks a lack of understanding about the true nature of growth and success. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve extraordinary feats while others, despite having the same initial enthusiasm, fall short? The answer might surprise you. Many of us believe that motivation is the key to success. We think that staying motivated is what drives us to accomplish our goals. But if you look closely at the lives of the most successful and influential people, you'll notice a common thread. They don't rely on motivation, they rely on discipline. Motivation is a fleeting feeling, often sparked by an inspiring speech, a compelling book, or a surge of enthusiasm. It can be powerful in igniting our initial drive, but it's notoriously unreliable over the long term. It ebbs and flows, fluctuating with our moods and external circumstances. When the initial excitement wanes and the reality of hard work sets in, motivation alone isn't enough to keep us going. Discipline, on the other hand, is about consistency and commitment. It's about showing up and doing the work day in and day out, regardless of how you feel. Discipline is what gets you out of bed on a cold, dark morning when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's what keeps you focused and on track when distractions and temptations arise. Discipline is the force that turns your intentions into actions and your goals into achievements. Consider the story of Nelson Mandela. Do you think he was motivated to endure 27 years of imprisonment? Surely, there were countless days when the idea of giving up must have crossed his mind. But it wasn't motivation that saw him through those long years. It was an unwavering discipline and commitment to his cause. Mandela acted not because he felt inspired every day, but because he had a steadfast commitment to justice and equality. Or take Martin Luther King Jr. as another example. Leading the civil rights movement was fraught with immense challenges, personal danger, and relentless pressure. Marching for freedom, organizing protests, and delivering powerful speeches in the face of hostility were acts of immense discipline. King's actions were driven by a deep-seated belief in his vision of equality, not by fleeting bursts of motivation. These individuals, and countless others who have changed the world, acted out of a profound commitment to their values and decisions. They understood that true success is less about how you feel in the moment and more about the choices you consistently make. Discipline is about honoring those choices every single day, no matter how difficult or inconvenient it might be. This is why the decisions you make are so critical. As my mentor wisely says, first we make the decisions, then the decisions make us. The choices you commit to shape your habits, and in turn, your habits shape your destiny. When you decide to act with discipline, you set a course that leads to growth, achievement, and fulfillment. In the journey towards achieving greatness, we often focus on the grand vision, the end goal that seems so far beyond our current reach. However, the true path to success lies in the small, consistent actions we take each day. If you can read, then read voraciously. If you can change, then embrace change with open arms. If you can grow, seek out every opportunity for growth. And if you can take just one step, then take that step with confidence. Never underestimate the power of doing whatever you can in the moment. You might not be ready to run a multi-billion-dollar business today, but with each step you take, you're building the foundation for that future. Consider this: life often feels like a journey on a foggy night where you can only see a few steps ahead. Imagine you're walking on a path with visibility limited to just 100 feet. You can't see your destination clearly, but that doesn't mean you stop moving. You walk those 100 feet, and as you do, the path ahead becomes clearer, another 100 feet at a time. Each step you take illuminates the next portion of the journey. This metaphor illustrates the essence of discipline. It's about taking those small steps consistently, even when you can't see the whole picture. As you move forward, each step you take builds momentum, clarity, and direction. With each incremental advance, you develop the disciplines necessary to set your course firmly and achieve your goals. Discipline is often misunderstood. Many perceive it as a rigid constraint, a limitation on freedom. But in reality, discipline is the very foundation upon which incredible creativity and success are built. It's the framework that supports and nurtures your ambitions. Without discipline, even the most brilliant ideas remain just that, ideas. Discipline shapes our daily actions and decisions, guiding us towards our long-term aspirations. It's what enables us to turn abstract dreams into tangible achievements. Whether you're an artist, a musician, an entrepreneur, or someone striving for personal excellence, discipline is your ally. It transforms raw talent into polished skill and fleeting inspiration into enduring creations. In each of us lies a reservoir of untapped potential, a wellspring of talents and skills waiting to be fully realized. Yet, all too often, we find ourselves held back by habits, procrastination, and the comfortable but limiting confines of our comfort zones. Imagine what you could achieve if you decided to accelerate your efforts toward your full development, to break free from the chains of inertia and truly strive for excellence. Even if the pull of procrastination seems strong, the power to change and grow is within your grasp. You can start making changes today. Each small step you take can lead to profound transformations. Consider the story of my friend, who, despite his considerable talents, realized too late the toll that his foggy state from excessive drinking had taken on his potential. He looked back with regret, knowing that if he had committed to overcoming that habit sooner, he could have accomplished so much more. Every person has the capacity to strive for more, to push the boundaries of what they believe is possible. Ask yourself this: what could I accomplish if I fully applied myself? If I poured my heart and soul into my endeavors, what heights could I reach? The answer is often more than you can currently imagine. To harness your potential, begin by identifying and addressing the habits that hold you back. Whether it's procrastination, a lack of focus, or any other self-defeating behavior, acknowledge it and commit to changing it. This commitment is the first step toward transformation. Life is a journey of becoming all that we can be. It's about making wise use of our resources, both internal and external, and continuously striving to improve. But this journey requires a compass, a guiding principle that steers us in the right direction. That compass is discipline. Discipline is not just a rigid set of rules or a burdensome obligation. It is the bridge between thought and accomplishment, between inspiration and tangible value. Think of discipline as the key that unlocks your potential and transforms your aspirations into reality. It's what propels you forward when motivation wanes and obstacles arise. All good things in life are upstream. They require effort, perseverance, and a deliberate push against the current. Discipline is the oar that allows you to navigate these waters, steering your life towards your desired destination. Without it, you are left to drift at the mercy of the tides of circumstance. Consider the process of building a small discipline into a significant achievement over time. It's like planting a seed. Initially, it's just a small, seemingly insignificant action. But with consistent care and attention, it grows, flourishes, and eventually bears fruit. This principle applies to every area of life. Take, for example, the habit of reading. Committing to read just a few pages each day might seem like a trivial effort. Yet, over the course of a year, those pages accumulate into a wealth of knowledge, new perspectives, and insights that can profoundly impact your life. Or consider physical fitness. A daily commitment to exercise, even for a short period, can lead to significant improvements in health and vitality over time. These small, consistent actions are the building blocks of long-term success and well-being. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Today, you have the power to take that step and start a new habit, no matter how small it may seem. It's not the magnitude of the habit that matters, but the act of beginning and the commitment to continue. Each small action you take is a building block for a more disciplined and fulfilling life. Consider this: every great accomplishment starts with a simple decision to act. Whether it's the creation of a masterpiece, the building of a successful business, or the pursuit of a lifelong dream, all these achievements began with a single, often humble, step forward. Your journey towards a disciplined life is no different. The key is to start right now, today. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it never comes. The perfect moment is now. Every day is an opportunity for a new beginning. Embrace the promise of today and the endless possibilities it holds. With discipline as your guide, set the course for your journey towards a life of purpose, achievement, and joy. Remember, it's never too late to start anew. Today is the day to begin your journey with discipline and to commit to the life you've always wanted. Take charge, take action, and let today be the dawn of a new chapter in your life. Embrace the power of discipline and watch as it transforms your dreams into reality. The future is yours to shape. Start today and step into a world of endless possibilities. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and, more importantly, I hope you'll take action now to start building your self-discipline. Write "I'm ready" or share any thoughts you have in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share if you found something valuable in this video. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.